Welcome to another Tech Help video brought to you by AccessLearningZone.com. I'm your instructor, Richard Rost. Today we're going to see how to import data from one Access database into another one. Today's question comes from Deborah in Coral Gables, Florida, one of my Platinum members. Deborah says, my company just merged two offices together. We have the same Access databases running each office, but now I need to import their customer table into ours. What's the best way to do this? After some back and forth emails, Deborah told me they have the same actual Access database, but it's in two separate offices and they're not connected. So if they make design changes, they just send over the design changes, but all the data is still separate. So now she's got to get Office 2's data into their Office 1 database. All right, so there's a couple ways you can do this. I'm going to show you the easy way first. I'm going to tell you up front, the easy part is going to be getting their data into your database. The hard part is checking for duplicates, but we'll talk about that later. So here's the easy way. Open up your database, okay? And I'm just going to resize it so it's small. And then we'll open up the new database. And again, I'll just slide this over here. All right, here's your database. Here's their database. Now, what I'm going to show you only pertains to one table. If you got relationships in your database set up, then it's a little more complicated. We'll talk about that in tomorrow's video. But for today, I'm going to teach you how to do a basic import of one table. All right, so here's how you do it. You ready? Here's their customer table. Here's your customer table. Ready? Click, drag, drop. You get this little window. It says paste table as. It's just like you copied and pasted the table from one database to another. Now there's three options. Structure only. That means you just want the structure of the table with no data in it. No, we don't want that. There's structure and data. Yeah, okay. Then there's append the data to an existing table. You can do this. It'll bring all of their records right into your table. Personally, I like to look at the table first and do some working on it and some fixings on it before I actually import it directly into my table. So I'm going to pick structure and data and give this a different name. Give this like customer 2T. All right. Hit OK. And there it is. It pulls it right in. If you just bring these records directly into your customer table, you don't get any chance to like look stuff over and stuff. We'll talk about that in a minute. All right, so now I can close this second database. And let me resize this guy, make it nice and big again. And now I've got two tables here. I got customer T, and I got my customer 2T. There it is. Okay. Now, what's the second way to do it? That's the easy way to do it. Let me show you another way to do it. And the second way's got more options. Let me delete that table. Let's do it another way. This way involves going to external data, and on the important link here, you're going to go to new data source, from database, and then access. Oh, get out of there. That little tooltip. And then access. This is where you can pull in stuff from different types of data sources like SQL Server, Azure, Excel files. I got a whole separate video on importing from Excel. But we're going to go database and then access, and you get this guy. All right, the first step is browse to where your database is. Hit the browse button. All right, mine's sitting on my desktop, and it's right there, DB2. Hit open. All right, now you got a couple options down here. The first option is import tables, queries, forms, all the different objects. You can import anything you want out of that database, not just the tables. So you can bring in the queries, the forms, whatever. The second option is to link to those tables. That's like if you're splitting your database, you can link to different tables. All right, you don't want this for now. This is an option. You could, if you wanted to, you could link to that table and then do some manual importing using queries. We'll talk about that in a minute. But for now, I'm just going to import that table. Hit OK. You could pick which table you want or multiple tables. If you want to get multiple tables, we'll just pick this one. Hit OK. All right. And then if you plan on doing this more often in the future, you can save these import steps. We're not going to do that right now. Just hit close. And there it is. It comes in as customer team 1. Same thing. It just puts a 1 on the end of it. And there you go. All right, so now you've got this data in here. Now the hard work begins. All right, that was just importing the data. So now you have to go through here and look for duplicates and all kinds of things like that. Now I've got a lot of separate videos to teach you how to do stuff like that. You may want to start with an append query. This will bring the records from one table into another one. I like to do it this way manually first because it'll tell you if you have any problems, like how many duplicated records you might be, if you got keys that are duplicated, if you got indexes that are duplicated, that kind of stuff. And I talk about that in more detail in this video. Once you've got them together, you can find duplicates and delete them if you got 2 duplicated customers. Or if you just want to see which ones are duplicates, you can use this video to just, with a little conditional formatting, say, show me which ones have the same address, for example. And if you want to learn a lot more about importing data, I cover it in my Access Expert Level 20 class. We cover importing from Excel, from text files, from HTML pages, all kinds of different options. Now, like I said earlier, that's how you import one simple table. What if you got multiple tables with relationships like customers to contacts, customers to orders, that kind of thing? We'll talk about that in tomorrow's video. So tune in tomorrow, same bat time, same bat channel, and I'll show you how to do that one. But that is going to be your tech help video for today. I hope you learned something. Live long and prosper, my friends. I'll see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and post any comments you may have below. I do try to read and answer all of them as soon as I can. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, which is completely free. Click the bell icon and select all to receive notifications when new videos are posted. Want to learn more? Click the Show More link below the video to find additional resources and links. YouTube does a pretty good job of hiding it. It's right down there. See this part of the description here, right? The name, the video's up here. There's a little Show More down there, right down the bottom. It's kind of hard to find. But once you click on that, you'll see a list of other videos, additional information related to the current topic, free lessons, and lots more. And YouTube no longer sends out email notifications when new videos are posted like they used to do. But if you'd like to get an email every time I post a new video, click on the link to join my mailing list. And you can pick how frequently to get emails from me, either as they happen, daily, weekly, or monthly. Now, if you'd like to become a paid member of my channel and receive all kinds of awesome perks, click on the Join button. You'll see a list of all the different membership levels that are available, each with its own special perks, including my extended cut videos, access to my code vault, lots of VBA source code in there, template downloads, and lots more. I'll talk more about these perks at the end of the video. Even if you don't want to commit to becoming a paid member and you'd like to help support my work, please feel free to click on the tip jar link. Your patronage is greatly appreciated and will help keep these free videos coming. I got some puppies to feed. But don't worry, no matter what, these free tech help videos are going to keep coming. As long as you keep watching them, I'll keep making more, and they'll always be free. Now, if you really want to learn Access and you haven't tried my free Access Level 1 course, check it out now. It covers all the basics of Microsoft Access, including building forms, queries, reports, and more. It's over 4 hours long. You can find it on my website or on my YouTube channel. I'll put a link down below you can click on. And did I mention it's completely free? The whole thing, free, 4 hours. Go watch it. And okay, a lot of you have told me that you don't have time to sit through a 4-hour course. So I do now have a quicker Microsoft Access for Beginners video that covers all the basics faster in about 30 minutes. And no, I didn't just put the video on fast forward. But I'll put a link to this down below as well. Now, if you like level 1, level 2 is just $1. That's it, $1. And that's another whole 90-minute course. Level 2 is also free for paid members of any level, including supporters. So if you're a member, go watch level 2. It's free. Okay, want to get your question answered in a video just like this one? Visit my tech help page and send me your question there. Members get priority, of course. While I do try to read and respond to all of the comments posted below in the comments section, I only have time to go through them briefly a couple of times a month, and sometimes I get thousands of them. So send me your question here on the tech help page, and you'll have a better chance of getting it answered. And while you're on my website, be sure to stop by my Access forum. We've got lots of lively conversations about Microsoft Access and other topics. I have a fantastic group of moderators who help me answer questions. Shout out to Alex, Kevin, Scott, Adam, John, Dan, Juan, and everybody else who helps out on the site. I appreciate everything you do. I couldn't do it without you. Be sure to follow my blog, find me on Twitter, and of course on YouTube. Yeah, I'm on Facebook too, but I don't like Facebook. Don't get me started. Now, let's talk more about those member perks if you do decide to join as a paid member. There are different levels: silver, gold, platinum, and diamond. Silver members and up get access to all of my extended cut tech help videos, one free beginner class every month, and some other perks. Gold members get all the previous perks plus access to download the sample databases that I build in my tech help videos, plus access to my code vault where I keep tons of different functions that I use, the code that I build in most of the videos. You'll also get higher priority if you do submit any tech help questions. Now, answers are never guaranteed, but you do go higher in the list for me to read them. And if I like your question, you got a good chance of it being answered. You'll also get one free expert level class each month after you've finished the beginner series. Platinum members get all the previous perks plus even higher priority for tech help questions. You get access to all of my full beginner level courses for every subject. And I cover lots of different subjects like Word, Excel, VBA, ASP, lots of different stuff, not just Access. These are the full-length courses found on my website. You get all the beginner ones. In addition, once you finish the expert classes, you get one free developer class per month. So lots of training. And finally, you can also become a Diamond sponsor. You'll have your name or your company name listed on a sponsors page that will be shown on each video as long as you're a sponsor. You'll get a shout out in the video and a link to your website or product in the text below the video and on my website. So that's it. Once again, my name is Richard Rost. Thank you for watching this video brought to you by accesslearningzone.com. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something today. Live long and prosper, my friends. I'll see you again soon.